Hello and welcome to the Custis Blue Yapcast. I'm here in my car halfway towards the travels to get to my family. I was really busy today and wanted to leave before traffic happened. Unable to film this, so I'm filming this in my car. There's not going to be a thumbnail or anything until later. Hopefully it sounds good. But here we are, and I thought, what better topic to talk about than what's been going on my mind. Which is commitment and fear of commitment. And I'm going to be straight up, guys. I think I do have fear of commitment. I'm not, that's not leaking into any of my relationships, like, in a negative way, because I haven't, I'm very forthcoming with, where I am in my life, what I'm doing, what my plans are with them and stuff. So I'm not necessarily talking about this in form of relationships, although I would say that has been something that has been consistent in my life, even with relationships. I've had some sort of fear of forever, but I wouldn't say that I'm not making anyone's life bad and lying to people because I may or may not have commitment issues. I just wanted to say that. But I wanted to talk about commitment and my fear of commitment and give some examples, some real life examples, why I'm thinking about this right now. And I don't know why I'm yelling at y'all. Why I'm thinking about this. I feel like I have to talk louder because you're far away. Okay. Why I'm thinking about this right now, and there's many reasons. So, I've played guitar for a while, but I haven't took it incredibly seriously. For many reasons, it's not necessarily my end, it's not my goal to be, Prince on the guitar. Although it would be cool, but that's not my goal. But I do, want to be a better artist and instrumentalist and stuff. So I was talking to my therapist, and I was like, I'm spending a lot of time practicing the guitar. Like, what if I don't even get that good? And then I'm like, what? This is a lot of time I'm going to be doing if I keep this up. Like, how long am I going to keep this up? Am I going to be doing this for years? I'm like, this is what I'm talking about to my therapist. I'm like, stressed out, what if I put in all this time in this thing and it just doesn't end up like the way that I, want it to work, and blah, 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 blah. So that's kind of why I was having commitment struggles when it comes to learning the guitar. I will say that it for me, I'm spending hours, any free time that I have, I don't get to talk to people on the phone or anything, because you can't fucking practice the guitar and talk to people because it's noise. It makes noise. But anyway, I digress. That wasn't all I talked about in therapy. We're not going to get into everything, although I am doing LI work in therapy. So it's you can look up what that means. I've been doing that for a while. It's a newer thing. So I've just been doing that for a while. But anyway, the reason that commitment is coming up in my mind right now is because I am getting to a pivotal moment in my life. I am going to be done with school in December. Graduated. Done. 27 years old, by the way. Went back to school. Life's been crazy. And my plan was to move to another state where my sister lives and go live near her, because my family often visits a place near where she lives anyway, and it would be nice to live near my sister, who's an amazing person, and and we are like-minded in certain ways, and we just have good energy together. I think it would be uplifting and awesome. It would be out of, a big city. I'm in Atlanta right now, and it sounds like that's kind of where my heart was. I was like, I'm so fed up with Atlanta. I want to get out of here. But now we're getting closer, and I'm getting a little nervous. I'm like, well, I'm not going to be honest. I'm going to be honest and not going to lie, is what I meant to say. I have a lot of great things that just are starting to happen right now. And I'm really, thank you, Lord. I'm really happy about it. And opportunity seems to be kind of presenting itself, and things that I've been asking for are starting to happen in Atlanta right before I'm about to move. So I'm now like, if I move, am I going to miss the boat? And I don't even know which way the commitment is. So maybe this isn't even about commitment issues. Although I can talk about commitment issues. But what I'm saying is, now I'm scared, am I having commitment issues, or is this real opportunity? It really does seem like real opportunity, and things I've genuinely been asking for is happening. And I'm super happy right now. I'm super happy. When I first decided to move, I was super not happy, super depressed. So it's just like things are lining up in a way where it might not be a bad idea to move. I hope that I gotta turn the AC on. It's hot as shit in this car. I hope it's not gonna affect the audio, but like, guys, it's hot. Turn it on lightly. And so I'm stressed. I'm getting stressed about it, but I don't want it. But then I'm like, I'm gonna be honest, guys. Then I'm gonna be like, you know what? This is the universe. Whatever way I go is the right way. Good things happen to me. What's supposed to happen will happen. And I don't need to be stressed out about this, even though I have to make a decision. And the reason I don't need to be stressed out about this is because, first of all, I want to have trust in myself and in the world and the universe and God, whatever it is. And I'd just rather be in that energy. So that's where last night I was spazzing out, and then I remembered what's supposed to happen is happening. What's happening, what's meant for me is happening. And I'm going to make the right decision. So yes, I haven't figured out what the decision is, but I do kind of want to talk about the commitment issues thing. So at this point, I don't even know which way the commitment issues are. You know what I'm saying? But let me just talk about commitment issues in general. It's scary. Everything feels like forever. There's a patio truck out there. It says Georgia Patio. I guess I'm getting it free. And it looks like it just looks like a patio that I've seen before. Okay, what was I talking about? Everything feels like forever. I think part of the reason is because the older I get, the more things feel like a risk. The more it feels like the less time I have. So it makes my time feel more valuable. And every decision that involves my time and energy feels like a higher risk. And so for me to fully commit to something, it means I'm committing my time, which I value a lot. And because of that, and me not knowing, because of all these past experiences I have where things didn't end up so well or go the way that I quote unquote wanted it, has made me feel like maybe, this is really risky. And so it's making me hard to lean into certain decisions. Just the past 3 weeks, I've probably practiced 45 hours of guitar. Let me think. That's way too many hours. A couple hours a day for 3 weeks. 7 days a week. 7, 14. Okay, 21. 20. Yeah, about 40, yeah, about at least 40 hours probably. Maybe even more. So, I can't get that back. I'm not making any money from it. I know it's like, I am learning. I want to be good at, the guitar. I know this sounds like such a terrible way to pick up a hobby or like an art or whatever. But it's scary. It's scary. I think about my past relationships and the amount of time and energy I put into those that didn't work, or past, and I'm not even talking about just like actual relationships with like girlfriend and like dating. I'm talking about with like, friends, work relationships, social media. I put in a lot of time in a lot of things, and I look back and I'm like, I'm not getting that time back. And now it's like, I won't, I know that when I spend time doing something, I could have been doing something else. So it stresses me out. But what I come to, and what I think will conquer this, and is conquering this, is trust in the universe, and in myself, in God. I use God and universe interchangeably, and myself. The trust that I can have for myself is that I'm old enough and intelligent enough to set proper boundaries, to understand when something's not serving me, and to cut ties with it. And I think that having trust in that and in God is what's healing me from these commitment issues. I don't actually think I have commitment issues right now, but I think I've had them in the past. I think that I've set boundaries with myself, and I've started to have trust with myself. And this is how I'm navigating commitment. And I think the reason I'm talking about this is, well, first of all, I didn't know what I was going to talk about today. Second of all, I wanted to express what I was stressed about today. I wanted to be able to talk about that. And third of all, I'm thinking, I know a lot of people have trouble with commitment in some form or another. What does it mean? What's forever mean? It's a scary word. It's not forever, though. It's right now. And it's really nice to be fully enveloped in what you're doing right now, and deciding something and putting your foot down and following through with that thing. That's what I do. That's what I've started to do. And I'm not even going to lie. Putting my foot down and committing to things fully, friendships. I'm not in any relationships, but I guess if I was in one. But I consider new endeavors that I'm doing, things, even this, they're relationships in a sense that I'm committed to. I'm so committed to this that I'm recording this in the guitar. I'm thinking about guitars, apparently. In the guitar. In the car. I'm not in a guitar. I'm not in a guitar. I'm in the car. Sorry, I don't know why I'm going off on this tangent for longer than it. I really didn't need to go on it for that long. But, there's so many things you can commit to when it comes to, you can commit to yourself. You can commit to who you are. You can commit to your opinions. And you're smart enough to cut ties with them when you don't have the right ones, and to learn. You can commit to who you are as a person. A lot of these things could stem to commitment issues, And that's why you have to have trust for yourself, and that's how you beat commitment, is trust. With yourself and with the world. And do I feel like I've already expressed what I needed to express? Is there more I want to talk about? But that being said, yes, and also I am still stressed out about moving. And if I should do it. And I don't know today. And I don't even know exactly what job I'm going to have if I move. Nor do I really know what job I'm going to get when I stay. I coach soccer, but I'm going to need more job when I graduate. But the universe has got me. And obviously, if you want the universe to have you, you have to have action as well. So I am doing action steps, but I just haven't made that decision. And when I make that decision, I'm going to commit to it. But I can spiral in this. I was spiraling last night after talking to my parents about it. I was spiraling, and then the only thing that got me out of the spiral was, hey, the reason I'm stressed out about moving or not is because I have opportunity. I have the opportunity to stay or move. I have a lot of opportunity. I have things that are happening in my life. I'm happy. These are good things. And then I was like, hey, no matter where I go, good things will happen. Good things will happen. I'll be in the right place. And it's just about trust. I don't know. It's just about trust. And I really hope for anyone that's listened to this far that they can put their foot down with themselves and learn to trust themselves and the universe. And do things that build that trust with yourself. Be intentional. Have integrity. Obviously be forgiving of yourself. But have integrity. Grow. Have a bunch of small wins. Keep having small wins. Keep showing up for yourself. 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 Create that space. Create that space. Help the universe help you. Trust it. Trust it. Trust yourself. Commit to yourself. Feel that energy. That's what you get to attract. If you, instead of, are anxious and worried and afraid to commit, if instead you trust yourself, you trust God, you trust the universe, you're going to be, the energy that you're going to have is going to be the positive energy. I believe in manifestation and stuff. You don't want that worry energy, and you don't need to have it. You can trust that you're where you're supposed to be, that maybe you're learning something. Maybe this is something that you need to learn. Maybe this is something that's teaching you to put your foot down. Maybe this is teaching you how to say no to things. Maybe I'm talking about if you could be in a more negative situation. Maybe this is teaching you to give you grit, to help you get stronger, to help you relate to the world, to help you relate to yourself, to help you get closer to yourself, to help you maybe help someone else. There's so many things that where you are right now, it could be giving you and teaching you to where you can give it to someone else one day. Commitment, man. Anyway, that's the frequency I'm on. So, I'm gonna keep it. I love you guys. I gotta go. The traffic's getting worse. I did get out of Atlanta, thankfully. So, but yeah. I will see y'all later. Thank you for listening to the Yapcast, and have a good day.